Who's watching matters. There's a story behind that. This is your daily message from Chad number 1040 to upgrade your mental game today by telling yourself a better story. Because the most important story you hear is the story you tell yourself. This message is dedicated to Rob and Katie Olson. Here's the upgrade. You always have an audience, and upgraded thinking is mindful of who's watching. Here's the story. Lou Little was the football coach at Georgetown University in the 1920s and would tell the story about a young boy who was passionate about football. Practice after practice, he gave it his all, but being half the size of the other players, he struggled to find his place on the field. As a teenager, he lived alone with his father, and they had a special bond. And even though he was always on the bench, his father was always in the stands, never missing a single game. But at all the games, he sat on the bench, never playing. When he went to college, he decided to try out for the football team as a walk-on and managed to make the team. The coach admitted that he kept him on the roster because he always put his heart and soul into every practice and inspired the other players with his energy and determination. When he got the news that he had survived the cut, he immediately called his father to share the excitement and sent him season tickets for all the college games. This persistent young athlete never missed a practice during his 4 years of college, even though he never got to play in a game. Well, it was the end of his senior football season, and as he walked onto the practice field a few days before the big playoff game, the coach handed him a telegram. The young man read it and fell silent. Swallowing hard, he whispered to the coach, "My dad passed away this morning. Is it okay if I miss practice today? I need to head home for the funeral." The coach put his arm around his shoulders and said, "Take the rest of the week off, son." Well, Saturday came, and the game wasn't going well. In the third quarter, when the team was 10 points behind, the young man ran onto the sidelines. The coach and his players were shocked to see their loyal teammate back. "Coach, please let me play. I have to play today," said the young man. The coach pretended not to hear him. There was no way he wanted his worst player in this playoff game, but feeling sorry for the kid, the coach gave in. Soon, the coach, the players, and everyone in the stands couldn't believe their eyes. This little unknown who had never played before was doing everything right. The opposing team couldn't stop him. He ran, blocked, and tackled like a star. His team started to win. The score was soon tied. In the last seconds of the game, the kid intercepted a pass and ran all the way for the winning touchdown. The fans went wild. His teammates lifted him on their shoulders, celebrating the victory. Finally, after the stands emptied and the team had showered and left the locker room, the coach noticed the young man was still sitting quietly in the locker room. The coach came to him and said, "Kid, I can't believe it. You were amazing. Tell me what got into you. How did you do it?" The young man looked at the coach with tears in his eyes and said, "Did you ever meet my dad?" "No, son, I never had the pleasure." The young man swallowed hard, forced a smile, and said, "You probably didn't know this then, that my dad was blind. Dad always came to all my games, but today was the first time he could see me play, and I wanted to show him I could do it." Who's watching matters. This is called the audience effect. Researchers set up experiments and tested groups on everything from how much weight they can lift to how clean a cafeteria is kept. When people are aware of who is watching them, it changes how they act. Researchers found just by having pictures of human eyeballs on a wall in a cafeteria, students kept it cleaner. The better story to tell yourself is, I perform for the people who bring out the best in me. We all have an audience that provides extrinsic motivation. It could be your dad in the stands or a child sitting next to you. It's good to want to do your best for your own sense of worth and achievement. The pressure of knowing others see you changes you too. It's called peer pressure for a reason. Environment changes you, good and bad. Get around people who will bring out the best version of you. Be mindful of who you're performing for today and let it bring out the best in you. Tell me a story of where you've seen the audience effect. To FromChadSmith@gmail.com. Send someone a text and ask them, do you have a story where the audience changed you better or worse? You can get a free copy of my book, The Most Powerful Story in the World, by going to FromChad.gumroad.com. The transcript of this message and hundreds of others are always available at www.fromchad.com.